Apple shares diving 5% today after one of its facial recognition suppliers called Lumentum cut its outlook, citing reduced shipment requests from a, quote, large customer. That stock also taking a hit, much harder hit, closing down almost 33%. Lumentum listed Apple as its largest customer in its annual filing for fiscal year 2018. And to make matters worse, this news comes on the heels of a report that Apple has found some issues with existing iPhone 10 models and MacBooks. Here now to break down all of this is tech expert Russell Holley, the senior editor of Mobile Nations. Russell, thanks for coming on. They've had problems, Apple, with phones before, with some of their software, and they fixed them, and that hasn't dissuaded any of their customers. I'm thinking that the other issue is a much more difficult one to deal with.
Yeah, so the big thing here with Lumentum, Apple represents 30% of their overall business, and for them to say that, their biggest, customer is kind of decreasing the amount that they are planning on ordering is a reason to kind of take pause and think. But it's also important to keep in mind that Apple, stepped into this year with the intent to sell fewer phones that were more expensive.
What's the next?
Hey, Russell. Steve Jobs was once in a lifetime, obviously. He created new markets. He created new markets with an iPad, with an iPhone. I don't see that coming out of Apple anymore. It's becoming more of a service company, which may be just fine. I'm a shareholder in Apple, very happy with this, had a great run-up. Services were $10 billion this quarter. They're supposed to be $50 billion by 2020. That is a huge increase. But there's nothing coming out of the pipeline, is there? It's just more Macs and more iPhones, isn't it, and just new iterations?
I would argue that Apple Watch was a pretty big move forward as far as a new category for Apple to step in the post-Jobs era. But it is definitely going to be a service-oriented push from here as customers kind of figure out which one of the devices in this portfolio fit their needs the best.
Hey, Russell, I just went and got a couple new iPhones for my wife and I, a couple new watches. So I'm cool now for a couple of days, but I'm still waiting for my life to be changed by this new technology. I'm wondering, are we just kind of in an in-between period here where the upgrades are not that exciting? And follow-up, if I may, does 5G, maybe a couple of years from now, with these faster speeds everyone's hearing about, does that do anything to change it? Does that get everyone to upgrade?
Well, we're definitely seeing, kind of an industry-wide kind of standstill, more or less, when it comes to new technology. And a big part of that you can kind of visually see with all of these phones coming out with those weird little notches in the top of the display. The big thing there is, a lot of people want the phones to have basically no bezel on the front of the phone, but you kind of have to have those cameras taking up spots. So until we figure out how to hide those cameras behind the LCD, behind the display, so that it's all just kind of one flush panel, we're going to be in this kind of in-between stage when it comes to that kind of visual kind of technology. But otherwise, I think that a lot of what we're seeing here is, the services, not moving fast enough to need more hardware necessarily. The thing that uses your phone as far as a battery drain more than anything else on your phone is your camera. And that's a big part of what we've seen over the last couple of years is your camera just continues to get better. And it's, there's only so far you can take that right now.
Russ, this is Gary Kalpam. For years, people have been wrong about Apple's ability to raise prices on the newer phones coming out. Are you worried we're at the point where finally the wall has been hit on price? And if so, what does that mean for margins in Apple going forward?
Last year we had this question when the first $1,000 iPhone came out, and it seemed like a huge ask. And then what we saw at the end of that was Apple did in fact sell fewer iPhones, but it made significantly more per iPhone. This year we not only saw the iPhone continue to increase in price, but the iPad, jumped tremendously in price with a few models as Apple pushes this kind of single computer experience where you can have this one device as your only computer. And if you look at that as a single computer, then that price tag, ends up kind of justifying itself. But I think where it really stumbles is people kind of looking into owning multiple of these things as though they need them.
That's a good point, Russell. As it relates to competition from Google and Amazon and Samsung, et cetera, you name it, one of the reasons that I think a lot of people stick with Apple is just because it's easy, right? I mean, all of my systems are on it. Even if I wanted to change to a Samsung phone, it seems like a headache to go to another manufacturer. But how long do you think consumers will stick with Apple just because it's too much of a pain to change?
You know, this is kind of a fascinating, what we call a walled garden approach that almost all of these companies are taking. You look at Google, everything works really well within the Google ecosystem. You look at Samsung, everything works really well inside of the Samsung ecosystem. And the same really kind of started with Apple when it came to, the iPhone and the iPad and the MacBook all kind of working well together. And you run into the same real situation with each one of these, is that it only takes the one move. As soon as the consumer who has all of the Samsung things decides to try the one Apple thing, and they like it so much that they shift everything over the next year, that kind of happens with every single one of these ecosystems. So it's hard to make that change, but once they do make the first step of that change, it actually becomes much easier to shift all the way over.
Hey, Russell, thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it. Russell Holly from Mobile Nations.